This episode of Hydroshow is sponsored by Hydromag, the UK's independent hydroponics magazine.
Now we go over to Grow Expo in Manchester, where I spoke to Simon from Grotek. Now I'm joined by Simon from Grotek. He's come all the way from Canada to Growth 2013. Simon's going to tell us a little bit about his company and what they stand for. Hi Simon.
Yeah, good morning. So as you suggested, I'm with Grotek out of Canada. It's a pleasure being in the UK again. We've done a few shows here now and always had a great time with all you guys. A few beers, a night on the town, and obviously a good show too. So yeah, for those that aren't familiar, for your listeners, viewers, essentially Grotek has been around for about 15 years in Canada. We manufacture nutrients, but essentially what we manufacture are a wide range of supplements. We do have one base nutrient. But really our focus is on very key supplements, a lot of organic ingredients in them, but they are more on the chemical side. Some things like black pearl definitely are more on the organic end of the spectrum. Mm-hmm. But we try to have something for everyone, for all levels of gardeners as well. If you're just getting into the game or whether you're actually a seasoned veteran, we really do have a product for everyone, I think.
Okay, so it's kind of an inclusive way of working with hydroponics. So regardless of where you are in the scale, you've got something for everybody. Yeah,
absolutely. And the word inclusive is actually very interesting because I also think that we're inclusive with other brands. A lot of what Grotek does is very interchangeable with different brands that are in the market as well. So it's very easy for somebody to pick up a Grotek product and simply work it in and weave it into their routine and see a direct positive benefit from that as well.
See, for some of our viewers, they may not be familiar with Grotek. I mean, you're a huge company in Canada, the US, great in Europe. So England's still quite a new venture for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we're not the flashiest bunch, that's for sure. And I think that the way we run our business is really simply trying to be there for our clients as far as having the right information and the detailed information that makes them have confidence. And then we let people make their own decision. We're not in the business of telling people that we're the best. We're just simply in the business of being consistent quality and at a reasonable price. You're right that definitely some of our other markets are larger than our UK following right now, but every market starts somewhere. And I do know, having been at these shows, that some of our key products are well known here. Mm-hmm. And by doing the shows, we're hoping we introduce a few more to the market as well.
Okay, so you mentioned shows there. Let's talk about Manchester 2013 for a second. What is the real benefit of guys like yourself coming here, especially on the Saturday, and meeting other manufacturers and retailers?
Yeah. Well, I mean, definitely the benefit's not catching a football match because we're here to work. But I think for Colin and I, we do a lot of shows around the world, and we don't really have many sales reps on the ground in a lot of these countries. We work with distributors, which are brilliant for us. I mean, they do a great job. But this is a chance for Colin and I to meet the people and just, really thank them for their business. I can't thank people enough when, Grotek has never been into their shop and they still come over and they say, I carry this product and I love that product. This one moves really well. It's just a wonderful opportunity to meet with people, to network with some of the other, industry players, see what things are working for them. But really it's about our clients. Making sure they're satisfied. Mm-hmm. There's no doubt that sometimes people have come up to the booth with concerns, and that's why we're here. Not everything goes perfectly in a garden. Farming's not a perfect world. You're always experimenting, and sometimes you need that little bit of advice to pick it up to the next level and really get out of your garden what you want at the end of the day.
It's also, I mean, we find this obviously with the show as well. It's a great way to personalise the brand and to show that there are people there that work there. And it's good for creating relationships, and I mean, that's the reason why we're here. Yeah. It's also a good opportunity to launch new products. I mean, do you have any new products this year?
Yeah, I mean, this year we're really focused in on one of our newer products, which would be the Black Pearl. Okay. And the Black Pearl is going to be something that is very organic, very interesting ingredients, things like biochar, different types of kelp and humic acids. Really meant as a root stimulant, but also as a microbial catalyst. Mm-hmm. And when I say microbial catalyst, what I mean is different organisms are available to gardeners now, same as they are to commercial farmers. And everyone's finding that, they do really help, produce a good yield. The unfortunate thing is in an indoor garden, a lot of people don't mention, well, you have to have food in the soil to feed the microbes, to feed the plants. So something like a biochar is actually a stimulant for a mycorrhizal fungi. So, things like that where we can getting back to the show, we get the chance to, explain that to somebody and how it might actually work in their garden. As far as things down the road, we've definitely got something very exciting coming out for next year for the world market, I think. Hopefully, registration sometimes gets in the way on these things, but Biofuse is going to be a 3-part, basically certified organic based nutrient. It will also have a 4th product to accompany it, which will be more of a booster. I've been testing it now for about 2.5 years, trying to get things worked right, different ingredients. So I'm an organic guy myself in my own garden, and so that's a really important thing for me to bring out to the industry. Is something slightly different on the organic spectrum. Make sure that it's very effective as well. I've got it working in greenhouses now at several universities, and we're trying to work out the kinks. But I'm definitely very excited to bring that out to the market next year, and I'm definitely hoping that in Manchester in 2014 we have an opportunity to showcase that at your show.
So just to finish off, if you were to use a couple of sentences to summarise your company, what would you say?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's quite difficult for me to say a couple sentences. Usually I talk a little bit more than that. But, I think I really come back to the fact that when you buy a bottle of Grotek, you're buying the same bottle as you bought last week, last month, last year. The consistency of the product is always there. Our quality control process is extremely high. That sounds very corporate, but at the end of the day, when it comes to somebody's garden, you got to make sure that the product's consistent, and you got to have that quality. And I just think that, the accessibility of Grotek and the ease of use, it really is something that's very straightforward to use. People can have a look at our feed charts and stuff, and you'll see we're not pushing 18 different products down their throat. We're really just trying to say to people, hey, pick and choose what you need and find the right mix.
Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you very much for joining us today.
It's
been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, wonderful.
At Holland Hydroponics, you'll find a wide variety of hydroponic systems, accessories, plant nutrition, and the latest hydroponic innovations always in stock. Visit us now, in-store or online, where you'll find the brand new Shogun range of nutrient additives exclusive to Hollands in the northwest of England. Stores now open in Manchester, Burnley, Huddersfield and Flint, North Wales. Or visit our website at www.hydroponics.co.uk. This episode of Hydro Show is sponsored by Hydromag, the UK's independent hydroponics magazine.